All right. How's it going out there? Hello, world. We got the squad. We got Sweet Tea, Halzern, Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. The gang's all here. It's just Trey. Of course, John P. How's it going, Connor? How's everyone doing? Sir Juan, Frost, Jules, let's go. You can't watch right now. That's fair. Let me move my window over here. Okay, did I do all the things? Oh, I don't want to open that. Let's see, I sent the message in the Discord. Yeah, I think we're good. Yo, why? I missed the last one. How's it going, Melissa? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Howdy, Hans. Not missing this one. Let's go. That's what I like to hear. How is everybody's... Ooh, Thursday? Ooh, playing Stardew. Let's go. A good choice. I want to play Stardew again. They added a bunch of new stuff. I haven't seen it yet. You always pit. Hey, how's it going, Sweet Tea? Making me thirsty. Will I keep Minecraft cheats? Will I keep Minecraft cheats? Oh, Minecraft-like cheats. Yeah, that's a good question. Right now I have a few cheats that you can type in. I don't know if I'll keep them. That's a good question. Nice, got some cup of noodles. Reading your Bible while watching. Let's go. Blessed be the stream. They'll be playing Fallout 4. Nice. Quite the combo. I like it. Why is my chat? Oh, there we go. Are you at the axe? I might, yeah, I might, the debug axe that can chop through anything, that might be, yeah, I might add it. Why not? I don't know, because the thing is you can just turn off your collider and walk through stuff if you want to use the cheats, so why do we need a cheat axe, you know? What, are you religious? Once upon a time, but, yeah. Playing Helldivers 2, let's go. I want to play Helldivers. My violin teacher, he was like, yo, you want to play Helldivers? I was like, oh, yeah, I'm down. Sounds fun. I've heard good things. Wonder if you can answer a question that might be a bit much. I want to start up a game, but not sure how to decide between different ideas that I have and where to start. Different ideas. Yeah, that's a tough question. I guess if they're not too hard to prototype, just get like really bare minimum prototype mock together and give it a shot. I guess I kind of did the inadvisable with my game, and I had the vision of, I don't know, top-down Terraria plus Stardew, and I kind of could trust that the mechanics would work well together because I could kind of see it coming together since, I don't know, I was taking a lot of aspects from both of them. So I was able to just kind of build it all up, and now I'm iterating on it. Whereas if you're kind of starting at a less established level and starting with smaller mechanics and not really sure how they'll play together and prototyping earlier, I might be the wrong person to ask because I kind of went a different route. But I think someone else might respond by saying, so yeah, just try to get a prototype going as quick as you can with the different mechanics and seeing how they play together. Nice. Sounds good, Melissa. Making a plant game. Let's go. Sounds fun. Goblins like plants, I think. Alright, gang. What are we doing today? I just got home. I had no prep time. I was trying to add a cutscene system. I'll show you what I'm trying to do here. Will there be PvP and multiplayer? That's a good question. I didn't. Right now, all the code kind of favors the player when it comes to like hitting things. I guess I'm concerned about network latency and hits being super accurate, because there will definitely be times where there's a hit that is on one person's screen, but the other person, to them, it wasn't a hit, like I've been on easy mode multiplayer wise because I've been able to assume that nothing's competitive, so you can always kind of give the player the advantage against the enemies. Like, if the client tried to hit an enemy and it didn't quite hit on the server, just give it to him anyway, But I'd have to kind of go back and rework some things. But it's not impossible if it's something people want. I'm the kind of person who never played PvP in Terraria, so I don't know if just don't know if it's worth it. So I'm trying to add, here's what I'm trying to add. Here's what I worked on yesterday. I started to add cutscenes for the NPCs. So they could have little meaningful moments. And here's the deal. In Stardew Valley, when you have a cutscene with an NPC, your little character will puppet around. Like you'll lose control and your little character will walk in the room, and then the NPC will turn around and then it'll have a little shocked expression, and he has the characters themselves be used as little puppets. But the problem is, he orchestrates that very clearly of, okay, start at position 3,3, walk for 2 steps, turn right, say this, wait 2 seconds, he can kind of puppet them out. But since the worlds are generated here, I can't really do that as easily. Because, maybe what if the player makes a world where they put wood walls all over the place? I can't really orchestrate cutscenes very well without the code just getting crazy of like detecting open positions, and I don't know, it'd be possible, but it'd just be a lot. So my plan is to have cutscenes where once you talk to the NPC, it'll fade to black and show like a small animation. I tried to go as small as I could without it looking bad. So I made some, it'll be like something like this showing in the background, and then it'll still show the little their little normal dialogue box. So it'll be this dialogue box over something like this. There'll be small animations. These take me like 30 minutes to make, so it's not too huge of a time investment. And you can have an interesting cutscene that's customized without a coding nightmare. So that's what I'm working on now. I started to implement it. I literally wrote all the code without trying anything, and I just tried it before, and this is what I got. You'll notice the text doesn't pop up. You get the fade to black. Hey, get back here. Stop moving around. Where are you going? Get back in here. Okay. It fades to black. It flashes each of those. They animate okay. And then it stops, and I can move again. So something didn't work. Let's see if it checked off that was completed. Nope, it does it again. Okay, it didn't comprehend that it finished. So there's obviously some issues there. Yeah. We're just going to table that for now, and we're just going to work on the intro cutscene, which uses a different system. But that's because it has like parallax effects and stuff, and it doesn't use dialogue. So I just made an intro cutscene system, and then I just made this a new system because it was cleaner to just redo it. What? Perchance, can I abuse my power against Trey? That's a tough one, Snout. I'm gonna have to go with no. Perchance not. Will this game... Oh, excited for the release. Thank you. Will you be releasing it into early access? I think so. Yeah, that's a tough one. I think maybe. Seems like the best of both worlds, not too long to make, and you're still doing the job well. Hopefully. Hopefully. Sometimes I convince myself, oh, this is easier, it takes a little less time, like, it's good enough. But then I gotta always be careful. Hang on, my microphone got detached and sagging. Cooperate, Mr. Microphone. Don't be mean. Let's open up that cutscene frame. Looks like we haven't opened it in so long that it's gonzo. There it is. Intro. Ooh, with frame 3? I don't remember. Yeah, 3. Sweet. How does thy do such black magic? Whomst? When other players are in a cutscene, when one player's in a cutscene, would other players be able to watch the cutscene? The plan is not. The other players, right now, there's already a mechanic for when there's one player in a cutscene. When one player's talking to an NPC, it'll show a little dialogue ... over their heads to kind of indicate you cannot talk to this NPC too. Yeah, this. So I just do that same thing. If somebody else is talking to an NPC, they get the ... It's mostly going to be personal stuff. It's going to be based on your friendship level. So once you hit friendship 5 or whatever with that same NPC, you'll have the same cutscene for them. That's the plan. Hello, Indecisive. How's it going? Caught the stream early. Let's go. Lucky's in the chat. That's what I like to hear. Lucky stream. I'm late. I just got back from a friend's. What have I missed? You've only missed 11 minutes worth of fun. We added I started adding a cutscene system to the game for smaller cutscenes. Like, so usually for friendship events, like when you hit a certain friendship level with somebody, they'll have a little event that gives you some backstory or information about them with a small animation that accompanies it. That's the plan anyway. For multiplayer, are the quests based on world or player? Like if the quest is build a house and one player makes a house, will the other players achieve it? World. I'm world based when it makes sense and player based when it makes sense. My important event system, where you have like world events and character events, they can be based on world status or player status. So if it's something like kick the varmints out of your inventory, that'll be character based. But if it's something like build a house for an NPC, that'll be world based. And I think whoever talks to the NPC, I'm not sure if right now all the NPCs would give the gift to all the players. Like, yeah, if you build the house and he says, "Oh, thank you so much. Here's a potato." I think it might do that for every single player right now, because each player tracks their dialogue individually. I think. I'd have to look into that, because I don't think it should be that way. Womp womp. Will you be doing Steam achievements? Yes. I will. Love me some Steam achievements. Except for, as I've said before, speedrunning based achievements. I think those have no place in Steam achievements, and I will die on that hill. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I could maybe be persuaded. Will you be adding DLCs? Also, I know that it's probably too early to ask that. I'd like to just do updates. I don't know if I'd charge for them. Don't make any achievements like Stardew Finish Prairie King. What is that one? I haven't done any achievement hunting in Stardew, so I don't really know. What have I done in Stardew? I feel like I've played casually with friends. I think I've done like 3 playthroughs, all casually with the homies. And most of the time, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of neglect the NPCs. I'll like have the one romantic interest that I'll give a ton of gifts, but then all the other ones I just don't bother. Which is odd, because now I'm over here designing NPCs. I'm like, you like to earn everything yourself. Let's go, playing the game right now. Oh, what size is the large sprite sheet? This one is 2500 pixels by 1700 pixels. Oh, the Prairie King game, bro. Oh man. You know what I really want to add? I really want to add like a a card game, like Gwent or Hearthstone or something within the game. I don't know if it has a place. It'd just be fun. I've always wanted to design one of those games, and I could just put it in this game, instead of releasing it as its own thing, because I think competitive card games are kind of not a great way to... It's tough market. But it'd be fun to have a little game in here with little goblin art. They could the characters on the cards could be humans in their day-to-day lives. So instead of like playing a card game where you have mages attacking each other, you're playing a card game where, I don't know, people go to work. I don't know. I'm just talking out my butt right now. Let's put these two in. I think these two should be hanging out with their homie Pike by the water. Pike. This layer is going to be called The Boys. Speaking of The Boys, new episode yesterday. I haven't seen it yet. Well, you have point shop items. Point shop. I'm not sure what you mean. I love Gwent, but the version of Witcher 3 is a real game repackaged. Huh. Bone dice gambling. Oh yeah, that would fit. The kids have parents? Oh yeah, I haven't figured that out yet. I think they were... Who was their parent? I don't remember. I think it was her. I don't know why I can't remember. I wrote it down. Or yeah, maybe it was related to Gizmo. I wrote it down. I can't remember. Was it is it the last episode of the season, or is it or do you mean just the most recent episode? Look up Game Condottiere. Again, I don't mind it because I love Gwent, but you could always do something like that. All right, I'm gonna look up Condottiere because you've piqued my interest. Ooh, a leader of abandoned mercenaries. Condotta. What is this? Oh, it's a board game. All right, let's see what BGG has to say about it. It is the 13th century Italy. Trade is flourishing between the city-states and the French word bursting with wealth. However, each city-state is also plagued with a weak national army. The objective is to acquire 4 connected provinces. Huh. Ah. Interesting. I've never heard of this. Huh. Nice. Mushroom Hat Lady looks so tired. Yeah, she's really drained. Look at these brats. I'm gonna put my preview. Oh, hang on. Look, I'm one of the brats. There we go. I'll put my preview here so we can look at that while we try to draw them. I want to make this one's not quite right. We gotta do something about this guy, but I feel like that one's pretty good. Oh man, I don't know what to do about this guy. Something about him is just not right. So I think it's the hair. I want to change the hair. I had that haircut as a kid. That was my, not quite a bowl cut, maybe a little higher. I just had, short. I was not a cool kid, hair-wise at least. How big should their heads be? We gotta scale them right. Make his bowl cut really flat. Ooh. Oh, like in the front? So, okay, this kid's going to be pointing, I think, and then this one's going to be kind of standing back a little bit like, whoa. So we're going to do a little bit of pointing. Pointy, pointy. Hello, King Kid Cookin'. How's it going? Not very good at Helldivers. It seems kind of hard. Seems fun, though. Give him the Vector haircut. Apparently, Vector is voiced by... Who was it? It was somebody crazy. I was like, what? Vector voice actor. I was like, no way. Wait, no. Vector Despicable Me. Yeah, Marshall Erickson from How I Met Your Mother. I had no idea. I thought that was crazy. How is the artist guy? If that's me, he's doing great. How's it going Among Us? Glad to see you back. Back among us, one might say. I love it. Barney carries it. Yeah, it's a great show. I watched it very recently. I hadn't watched it when I was younger. It's a good show. Who are these gobos? These are our goblin children. They were made purely because we wanted somebody to put here and look at the water with Pike. And we thought it has to be a kid because that'd be cute. And then we thought, let's add some kids. There are no kids in the village yet, so we added kids. Then we thought, wouldn't twins be fun? So it's 2 twins. You screamed in the movie theater when Vector showed up. Like the first time? That's funny. I guess he's, were you scared? It's like, yeah, look at this guy. Does the Goblin Village have a name? No, it doesn't. And I guess I don't give you the opportunity to name it. I let you name the island, but not the village, I suppose. That's an interesting question. No, the new movie. Oh, I didn't know he was in the new movie. I haven't seen it yet. I didn't even know it was out. I saw trailers, but I thought it was still a ways out. The Goblin Artist. I see. Thank you, Among Us. I appreciate it. Vector's awesome. Love me some Vector. Saw the whole movie on YouTube. There you go. Whatever you gotta do. That ear's not right. You got some ear problems. Got some ear problems. Wow. Oh. What are the twins' names? Ooh, we didn't come up with, I don't think we ever finalized it. I think one of the, maybe Twig for this guy, and then Smig was thrown around. I'm not sure how I feel about it. We'll see. Still unnamed. We're putting unnamed characters into our intro cutscene art, which is bold. The nice thing is, if we decide, oh, I don't want these characters anymore, we could just leave them in the intro cutscene, and then it could be implied that they just died in the raid, which not the best solution. Kind of tragic, but I guess this is to say, I've thought about it before, and I realized that NPCs that we draw here don't necessarily need to be in the game later. It's I guess when I say it about the children, it's a little more dramatic, but you know what I mean. I originally thought that with the first slide with Fig. What? What's killing kids? No. Thought this was a kids game. Yeah, that's a good question. What is the target audience? I guess I wouldn't really. Yeah, I don't know if kids game. I guess I could see like middle schoolers playing it. You know. What kills kids confirmed? No. Yeah, I should have eased you guys into that with some adults. Not just the men, but the women and the children. Oh man. You have a human arm as a gizmo. Who are the twins' parents? Shoot. We talked about it last stream, but I don't remember. I think it was where are they? I think it was Fig. I wouldn't consider Terraria a kids game, but at the same time, it's not something kids shouldn't play. Yeah, like I wouldn't say there's adult content in it, but they got references that are gonna go over a kid's head. I think, maybe. zoologist. Are they going to be rideable things? Hopefully eventually, I guess is my answer. Not yet. It's on the nice to haves list. Not essential to the gameplay loop, but it, like, you know, dang, that'd be fun type of thing. Yeah, like the master. I'm gonna leave a long pause here. Bait. Ooh, name the other twin. Trunk. Twig and Trunk. That's kind of cute. Interesting. Their bright red hair, I just want to say, is not the most aesthetically pleasing in terms of their contrasting with their green skin. It's like if humans, our skin is like a pinkish brown. It'd be like if we had, what color would equate? I guess we can, blue hair. All right, well, I stand corrected. My blue hair looks fine, I guess. Ooh, yeah, drumming and singing. I could see them doing that. You should buff the God Sword. It's already pretty buff, I think. It does like 999 damage. You said probably 2 times. Also, how did the artists come out? Oh, yeah, let me show you. Boop. No burn to ear. Twig and Sprig. Yeah, that's a good one. What did I write? Smig? Yeah, I don't like that. Sprig. Twig. I like Trunk. I'll sit on Trunk for a while. I'll think about it. I like to let the names kind of cook unless something pops. Watching the progress on your game for a past year, it's been so cool. Thank you. Appreciate it, Sam.exe. Nice. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's nice now that it's coming together a little more. It's a little more satisfying. It can be those initial phases where it's just kind of, you're just making mechanics and you're not sure if it's going to work yet, and you can't really try them out you can't really see how it all comes together quite yet. That was like, it was a discouraging, like, I don't know. I'd say the first few months were like super fun. It's like, yay, new project. Then you hit a point where you realize how much work there is, and you just want to evaporate. But then that lasted until like the year mark. But now it's fun again. Make the twins iPad kids. That'd be fun. Yeah, I need some equivalent of an iPad in this game. Some sort of fantasy equivalent. Like a Sheikah Slate type thing. Fig and her kids Trunk and Twig. The father was Gunk. The artist looks like a metal fan. Yeah. Trunk would be a good name for the dad. Are there any expansion of the Goblin race? Like we can own a different Goblin race. I want there to be different Goblin races around the island. That's actually my next task after I do this is the intro cutscene we're working on. We're also adding I'm also adding player specific cutscenes or character specific cutscenes for when important things happen or you reach certain friendship levels. Where was I going with that? What was the question I was answering? My brain just like evaporated. Oh, expansion of the Goblin. Yeah, the next thing I'm working on after the cutscene system is other races scattered around the island. Because right now the only NPCs are ones that can live in your town. So I want to add some other ones that just kind of spawn out there. Little bro's picking grass. Yeah, it doesn't look right, does it? We should probably give them some pants. What color are their pants? Probably a light tan. Something like that. That ain't it. There we go, that's fine. Yes or no to kobolds? I think, yeah, I need to decide. Do I want other races or do I want, like, scaled goblins? You know, do I want kobolds or do I want scaled goblins? It's a tough question that I haven't answered yet. Functionally, they'd probably be very similar. Because the only reason I would say no kobolds, we need goblins, is because, I mean, the game's called Isle Goblin. It's a little hard to call it that when there's, it's only like 5% goblin. But I'm torn. Magic Mirror instead of the iPad. Yeah, that could work. I know, Goblin War, that'd be crazy. How are the pumpkins coming along? They are not yet anyway. I think it'd be fun to add pumpkins. I don't have pumpkins in the game. I don't have many real life fruits and vegetables in the game though, so I'm not sure. I want to do like Halloween spooky vibes, but I don't know how to do it without without pumpkins in the game. I guess I could have some other vegetable that they carve or some other thing that they carve. I know. Chat is obsessed with pumpkins. So will you add racism or what? I think a little racism could be tasteful. I think any races on the island in close proximity would develop some sort of tension. No, don't clip it. I knew it as soon as I said it. I was like, God damn it, somebody's gonna clip this. Yeah, like a yellow gourd. Yeah, something like that. Maybe a green vegetable, like a green equivalent of a pumpkin. That could be fun. Not the allegations. Oh, man. Clips channel win? That's a good question. Let's see. Okay, sorry, I just spaced out thinking about noses. What about red goblins? Yeah, I let the player choose their skin tone at the beginning, so I mean, it doesn't make sense that the player's only going to be the only purple goblin out there, so I think having different goblin colors would be good. Yellow pumpkin gang. What software do you use for making pixel art? Oh yeah, sorry Sam, I saw you post that question earlier, but my brain was too slow to answer it. This is Sprite, which I think is the best. It costs, is it $20 now? I have a video on it. You can see what it can kind of do if you watch that. I think it's called like Sprite Fundamentals or something. But I highly recommend it. There's some free alternatives. I heard Libre Sprite is pretty good. But yeah, I'm a huge Sprite fan. Do goblins age like humans? I think they age a little faster, but in this game, I don't have aging because the NPCs can't really die. Just purely because, well, yeah. Unlike Terraria, I want the player to be a little more attached to the NPCs, so having them die and then having to restart your friendship levels all over again. Like, imagine you're playing Stardew and then your wife dies, That'd be crazy. That would be really crazy. Can you imagine a little Stardew funeral cutscene? Oh my goodness. Not Emily, no. You can compile every version of it for free. Oh yeah, Sprite. Yeah. Yeah, they do let you compile it yourself if you're feeling crafty. Hardcore update. What if different colored goblins have different small perks? Like red has 3% more combat damage. That could be fun. Yeah, I really pondered how much of NPC stats should be equipment based and how much of it should be either skill tree based or like you choose a class or you choose a race. I settled on the Terrarium method of pretty much all of your stat buffs are going to come from equipment. It was a little bit of an arbitrary decision, but I think I'm sticking with it. I just realized there's no music. I was like, why is it so awkward? knew I was missing something. Right when I started the stream, I was like, we have everything, right? What's going on? There we go. We get a little of the old DMCA free video game music, everybody's favorite playlist. There we go. I like these streams. They're very chill. Thank you, Lucky. I appreciate it. Goblin World War II. Goblin nukes when? What is the Goblin doing? He's supposed to be pointing. I'm going to switch his arm so it's the other arm. So it's more clear, because right now it looks like he's twiddling with grass. There's a massive hand. Look at it. Give me a minute here. Race Wars. Bendy finger. Give me a minute. Hands are weird at this scale. Let me think. His thumb would be going. This isn't right. Please hold. Let me cook, as the kids say. I've learned I can get away with saying anything that I shouldn't be saying by saying, as the kids say. Yeah, a long finger. Well, not anything that I can't say, but most things. Generationally. You want to fight me? No. If you're on an island, you can only have 3 games. Do I have like computer games? Is there a game that can contact rescue services, perhaps? Because I'd want that one. But if not, I think Factorio could keep me entertained for way too long. Same with well, honestly, Dwarf Fortress I get a little tired of. What other games have a lot of replay value? I'd say maybe Terraria. You can have a lot of fun with that. And Isle Goblin. Easy peasy. Mike M has challenged me. Alright. There you go. I'm accepting. You can use redstone in Minecraft to make a working phone. Well, there you go. Minecraft it is. I would just have to become... I just have to really, really try hard to remember my digital engineering classes. Yeah, I don't think the game's going to contain slavery. That might be a little much. Perfect stream to listen to while grinding bats and building a grog table. Let's go. Enjoy your bat grinding. Indentured servitude, huh? Maybe not. Unless you count the livestock as enslaved beings, which might be reasonable. That case could be made for that. You've arrived! Hello, Blurb. How's it going? Did I win the fight? Yeah, I did. Get wrecked. That's what you get for challenging me. Get wrecked. I need to tally up the amount of people... Wait, what? What layer is this on? Oh, we're good, we're good. I need to tally up the amount of people who don't like my new, my change to the, I made a change to the sprites for the characters. I need to do a count, because every day I get more messages of, ooh, I love the change. Ooh, I hate the change. Ooh, I love the change. Hello, Lucky. Oh, wait. look, he's been here before. I saw a new viewer and I was like, oh, hello. But you've been in the chat for a few minutes. How long have you been working on the game? I've been working on the game for, I think, like 20 months now. Which, if you ask me, I think I've made pretty good progress, considering how freaking complicated this thing is. But yeah, no, it's a grind for sure. What am I missing on this kid? He needs leaves in his hair. Yellow eye, good. I appreciate it, Snout. We'll see. I might go back. Who knows? We'll see. Have you ever tried to make 3D games? I tried to make, not by myself. I had a friend who was really into Unity. He actually got me into Unity. He was like, hey Matt, you make pixel art. Do you want to try making voxel art? And I was like, okay. And we tried to make a VR castle or tower defense game. We have little voxel. You're trying to defend your voxel castle as little voxel guys attack. The little prototype worked pretty well. We stopped because we were both super busy. I think I started college and he started college too. I don't know. Neither of us did much actual game development stuff at the time, so kind of dissipated, but it was fun. That's about it. That's as far as it goes though. I want to learn I want to get really good at 3D modeling though. So I feel like 3D is a whole different beast. Give him toes. Keep up the dream of making your indie game. It's really inspiring. Thank you, Jeremy. I will not give up ever. Well, unless something just horrific happens to me, but I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Make them closer. Yeah, I want the two boys to be close. That hair is really red. I think at least a little bit of desaturation could serve us well. At least down here. Ooh. Yeah, just a smidge. It doesn't have to be that bad. 'Cause it is nighttime. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Make his hair on fire. The black eyes could be an extra customizable option. That's true. My only fear is then I have to do double the sprites. I was thinking I'd make the humans all have the dot eyes, because I think it makes them look a little more like creepy and lifeless, you know? Kind of more doll-like and alien. Whereas the little gobos, I don't know. That's the plan for now, but make Twig's hair on fire. I don't know. Make a goblin who's only in the starting cutscene wear the goblin hat. That could be cute. Ooh, complete white eyes. That might look like they're like possessed though. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it would look good. What do I want this kid to be doing? He's our little nervous lad. We'll have him standing nervously with his hands together. Eep time. Bye-bye. Okay, Snout. Thanks for dropping by. Enjoy your eep. Don't eep too hard. Guys, at work, I was supposed to interview a new person tomorrow. I've never interviewed somebody before. It was going to be fun. But then he had an emergency pop up and he can't. He postponed. Womp womp. No interviews. Interviewing seems kind of fun, you know, all that power. Will there be any secrets or Easter eggs? Ahmad is leaving Time to Rebel. No! Stay back, Mike. I can still ban you. Will there be any secrets or Easter eggs? I want to add some. I think a little Hollow Knight hat would be fun. What else? I don't know. I think it'd be really fun. And the nice thing is, I have the human gizmo system. It'd be really fun to add some. I already have a little Lord of the Rings thing. If you wear this, it increases enemy spawn rates. Here's a little blue hedgehog that makes you roll faster. You know, a little, kind of funny. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it. That's all I got. Lethal Company? Steam or mobile or console? Steam at first. Hopefully console. Maybe console simultaneously. We'll see. I don't want to overburden myself. What were some of the games that you think influenced you most? That's easy. In order, Terraria, Stardew Valley, and Hades/Monster Hunter to a lesser extent. Jason Mask? Yeah, I don't know if it's quite the, let me look up exactly what the Jason Mask looks like before I say anything. Yeah, it's not quite the Jason Mask. Yeah, it's different. Same idea, but probably inspired by it, but yeah. And my name is You're Done, Go Out of the Room. Put on Xbox before PlayStation. Xbox is a lot easier, I think. If I were to, it would probably be the first console I would put it on, because apparently you can test it on PC. I think you can test it on Windows. I don't think you even need. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but from what I've read, I think you can test it. I mean, obviously you want to test it with an Xbox, but I think you don't need one for like just, you know, easier and smaller tests. I don't know if that's true. Are there any mods currently? I think so, but that's a very suspicious question to ask. Yeah, who else is in here? I can't remember who I modded. Which is probably not the best. Boop-a-doop. Ooh, Blurby Sir asks, can I be a mod? I've been in nearly every stream. That's true. I mean, I haven't seen any, which may be an issue if there aren't any. That's true. Yeah, suspicious activity indeed. He's a goofy kid. Yeah, I'd be down to potentially mod you, I think. I might make like a mod form. Because everybody I've modded so far, I think, is a mod on Discord, and I have a forum for that. So I might make a YouTube one. Can you catch a bird midair with a spear? Not yet, but I like how you're thinking. Do we have to be on the Discord for that? If I end up making a mod form for the streams, I'll post. I'll give it to you on here, I think. But I probably would make an announcement in the Discord. Will you add yourself in the game, like a character that looks like you? I think that'd be fun. Why not, you know? Trusting random people in the chat's not the greatest. Yeah. Yeah, it's not so much that I don't trust you, Blurby, but I guess I don't know, I just don't know much about you. Are you, I don't know how old you are. I don't know what your favorite ice cream is, you know? You gotta know those things. Maybe you can make a minigame similar to the fishing minigame. Instead of hunting in the water, you're hunting in the sky. Ooh. Get some... Interesting. That could be fun. I do kind of like that idea. Yeah, this kid's eyes, his head's just the most awkward size, where 2 pixels is too much, and... Nah, okay, never mind. I lied. 2 pixels is fine. He's gonna be doing the same pose. He's like, I don't know about this, guys. Is this water sanitary? Half goblin, half human. That'd be fun. I haven't thought about that. You can put yourself in the game as a human that is a goblin sympathizer. I do want to have a human who wears a goblin mask or paints their face green. I think that's maybe a slightly more problematic idea than the mask. I think we'll do a mask. And he like goes in the goblin villages and lives there, trying to he just wants to research. He just wants to learn, you know. But the goblins have no idea. They're just like, oh, look at this goblin. But to the player, it's clearly a human. I think I'd be down to insert myself there, especially if the face is shown either not at all or very rarely. Or at least a friend of mine. I think that'd be fun. The ones with a stick in his head definitely has ADHD, probably. Do you start with all the NPCs, or do you slowly come in once you accomplish things? Slowly come in. So you either find them out in the wild, and I can kind of control how quickly the player bumps into them by putting them in dungeons sometimes, as if they were captured. And then most of them actually will trickle to you. So like when the blacksmith, for example, comes when you first use the anvil, he'll hear you banging on it and he'll come by. The livestock NPC comes when you first beat the huntress, because he was too scared of her. Among Us sending the same time message in his head. Yeah, I need to add some sort of chat thing that that'll highlight messages for me dynamically, and you know, it's hard for me to read all the chat, so I can see what he's doing. I think I need to step up my chat game now that I'm at the point where I can't keep up with chat anymore. I know, goblin lore is so wholesome compared to humans. Oh, good night, Melissa. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate you coming in. His brother says to him, "Don't do that, it's dangerous." And he's like, "I know, that's why I want to do it." Sounds about right. Yeah, he's just scared that spears are being thrown around, honestly. It's kinda... doesn't seem very safe. What if somebody gets stabbed, you know? Make a twig nerd mod. Oh, with the glasses? I remember we were doing glasses earlier. No misbehaving. I'm not a teacher. Are these 3 goblins related? I don't think she's related to them, but these 2 are. These are twins. What's the intro cutscene story? You know what? I haven't shown it in a while. I'll show it now. I'm gonna have to open up the save file and tweak it. Open the persistent data path. We'll go to world 3. Cutscene skipped. We're gonna say the cutscene was not skipped. Now we can see it. I'd love to help keep the community chill if you ever need help. Nice. Yeah, I would accept help, I believe. Let me turn off non-game music. World premiere, I know. Got some cutscene action going on here. Yeah, I'll let you know if I need some mod help. Not the Fire Nation. All right, let's get some. It's actually kind of weird. Why isn't the music playing? Oh, I turned the music down. That'll do it. That's actually really weird. I saw that earlier. I was like, huh, but then I never looked into it. Sweet tea in the game win. I think it was this one. We'll have Bob do it. All right, cutscene. Who made the music? I commissioned a guy. I work with him. Ricardo. He comes by the chat sometimes. His name is RMD Compositions. This text here is temporary, by the way. I haven't. It's not locked in. It's a little cheesy. Ahmed, hey, hope you're having a good day. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. We're having fun. Working on the intro cutscene. We're working on slide 3. You'll see which ones these have been drawn up nicely and which ones haven't. That's the one we're doing right now. These are the rest of the ones we have to do. Oh, and that should be nighttime. This should be sunrise. Not the old lady. Womp womp. You got slapped. So yeah, that's the intro cutscene. Then the game starts. This world, she shouldn't be here. But you get the idea. I'm gonna go set that Boolean back to true so I don't have to watch that again. Is Ricardo your friend or your business partner? I saw somebody mention him in a TikTok. It was Chalacade, who's another indie developer. He was like, I had the he commissioned some music from him. And he was like, this composer did a really good job. So I reached out to him and did a sample, and I liked it. So now we're working together. Goes hard. Let's go. Yeah, without the music, it was really boring. It was like watching a PowerPoint, but the music helps a lot. Any particularly funny bugs? Oh man. Ooh, not right now. There have been some pretty crazy visual bugs that if I describe them, it's probably not going to be very funny. I'll have to think about it. Are you planning on starting the gameplay at the green fire, or will it be waking up in a bed moment? Yeah, you'll be passed out on the floor, and you'll wake up probably just by the beacon. You know how old arcade games would display their intro cutscenes if you wait on the title screen long enough? Ooh, okay, that would be fun. Yeah, I didn't even consider that. The game story reminds me of Graveyard Keeper. Interesting. I started Graveyard Keeper, but I never finished it. I don't remember it. It was years ago. But I remember it looked really nice. That's a good looking game. Yeah, I agree. Music is a huge part of a game. Yeah, definitely. Hi, I just joined. Are you currently making a cutscene or just art from the game? Yeah, we're working on the cutscene slide 3. You just missed the cutscene itself. This is going to be the third slide. It's going to start by showing kind of all the goblins just chilling before the humans attack. Very dramatic. Is there a really dark forest area? I had plans for one. I wanted, yeah, I think I will add it as a sub-biome in the final build. I think it'd be fun. So just like a little patch of the forest. Do a boss fight. We'll do a battle royale. I don't like how the boss fight stays on the screen for so long. Any tips on learning pixel art? Great work. Thank you. I think you just got to grind it out, and I feel like I learned the most when I was kind of looking at other art, the other pixel art. sometimes saying, ooh, I really like this artist's style, I'm going to try to draw something in their style. Then you pay more attention to things like, well, okay, Matt drew this NPC like this, but what actually stands out about it? Well, it's got this harsh black outline around the edges, but sometimes not on the edges, you've got these not harsh outlines. Like, this isn't black, this is a weird purple. And how does he shade things? Oh, he just, oh, interesting. When he shades this part of the leg, the little line here gets dark too. You know, I learned a lot from kind of taking other people's styles and trying to mimic them. Obviously, you know, copying all the time is bad, but when you're doing a study and trying to learn, I think it's good. And then also just practicing. I realized I was bad at pixel art, and I realized I wanted to make a game, so I had this book of 500 drawing prompts, and I tried doing it with like drawing, but I didn't really have fun with it, so I started doing pixel art. I post them all on Instagram. If you go to my Instagram and you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see my early attempts at pixel art, which, like, they weren't like awful, but they weren't that great. But yeah, just grinding it out, practicing. That's kind of the only way. Do a basketball thing. How do I do that? Is it basketball? Gotta go listen to Weezer. Let's go. I went to a Weezer concert at one point. It was Weezer, Fall Out Boy, and Green Day all at once. Thanks, I've got the game wishlisted. Looking forward to it. Nice, thank you. I appreciate it, Digital Dirtbags. I don't care what your name says, you're no dirtbag in my eyes. You went to a Weezer concert last year? Let's go. Yeah, unfortunately, Weezer was, I think, the most disappointing portion of the concert. They went first, and it was still sunny out, and I could tell they were just kind of, they just wanted to get it done. But when they were kind of old, so I kind of understand. Just get the concert over with. It wasn't like that bad, but it just wasn't as good as the others, you know. Having a shower. Showers are for chumps. Who needs showers? Goblins don't take showers, that's for sure. Alright, this guy's not the best, but he looks okay. How do you keep your computer dry in the shower? You know, if you fully encase it, you know, get it hermetically sealed, you'll be fine. There we go. That's cute. They look okay. Why is it not working? I don't know. Stream avatars is kind of janky sometimes with YouTube. I don't know what it is. Water-cooled PC. There you go. There's a lot of water cooling at work. We have a lot of high-power electronics that need water cooling. Kind of scary because if a tube pops open or whatever, you got water all over everything. New to game dev, what are some tips to stay motivated? Yeah, sometimes the motivation fades and it just becomes a disciplined grind. But to stay motivated, which I think is only half the battle, I would say I stay motivated by I found that I get most discouraged when I have to think a lot. If I have to like sit down one day and plan and be like, I don't know. I like to consolidate my planning to one big think sesh and then just kind of go on autopilot for the week. So I'll make my little Trello list of all the things that I need to do. I can just shred through these, get it done, and then I can think, and I can sit down with the game, and I can be like, is this okay? Is this fun? What should I do next? Oh, I'll do this. What NPC should I add? Should I add this one? Should I add this one? Ooh, let's make him this. I just have like on a fresh day, like a weekend where I'm not tired from work or whatever. Then after work each day, I can do the easy things and just shred through code, which I love doing, or just grind out some pixel art while watching YouTube or whatever. That's how I personally stay motivated. And then I think having like I don't know, my overall goal with this game is to make enough money to quit my job. I'm so tired. I don't like the office grind. It's not the end of the world. I feel a little weird complaining about it so much, considering it's not that bad, you know, but I just don't, I just can't stand it. That's kind of a huge motivator. Whenever I'm like, maybe I won't work on the game today. Maybe I'll just go watch TV. Then I imagine sitting in my cubicle for the next, you know, how many years? How old am I? 35 years. It's kind of, it helps keep me motivated. But game development, I mean, I think that's a bad mentality to have, since games have such a high chance of just completely failing compared to other mediums. I'd be wiser if I were starting I don't know what a more lucrative enterprise is, but I feel like putting all my chips on making money on this game is probably not the wisest thing in the world. Somebody asked a question and I missed it. I'm going to go back for it. I left a bit. Is this capture the flag? This is, I think, basketball. Will there be voice acting? Lucky, no. That would be too much work / money. I know members of the community have offered to do it for free, but I don't know. Then I have to localize it. Maybe not. I don't know. It's just more work. More work. All the coordinating. I'm only one person. I can only send so many emails. Wow, you're 35? I thought you were mid-20s. No, I'm 26 now. How many years did I say I would have to? I think I said 35 more years. It's like 60? Yeah, retire at 60. Making the job your life is bad. Have a job to pay for the hobby. Ideally, ideal world. Actually, let's take a look at some numbers here. Well, I don't know. If this game made $100,000 US, I wouldn't quit my job. I would consider that to be a pretty medium success, considering how many wish lists there are. I'd say that's what I expect. At the very least, that would let me retire a bit sooner. If it made like 200 to 300,000, I think I could quit my job for a little bit. Since San Diego's kind of pricey, I feel like I could comfortably quit my job for another year and either build up this game more or work on another one. Leave my job for 3 years, 4 years maybe. If it made more than that, I think I could quit my job pretty comfortably and just work 9 to 5 on a game, because I am kind of burning myself out right now. It's 40 hours of work a week, and then probably 40 hours of work on this game too. So I do think I want to make this my job, because I already do it an insane amount. So just, I guess that is to say, I already do 40 hours of real work and then 40 hours of this. So switching to 40 hours of this would just be heaven. I would be so happy. You could always come live with me. Zach, you better not offer that, because I will live, I'll curl up with Bella on the dog bed. What tips would you give for making a game? Everybody always says to start small. Like, if you've never made anything before, try making Pong and then try making Tetris. I think that's a pretty good strategy, but yeah, I think that'd be a good strategy for if you're starting from scratch. If you already have some coding experience and you're thinking, I could probably make a big project, I'd say just try to make a project. Go maybe not your dream game, but something you think would be really fun. You'll probably hit some walls. You'll probably realize some things won't work. You'll probably do a tutorial on how to do something, and they'll be like, oh, sweet, yeah, I'll just do that 100 times. And then it crashes it's just too laggy. And you're like, well, shoot, I built everything around that. Now my game's screwed. I'd have to redo everything. You just have to restart. That's all happened to me. And it's just part of the process. But yeah, I'd say if you don't have a lot of experience with game type stuff, then yeah, just start with small projects, tutorials, stuff like that, and build up from there. She'd be in heaven. She would be in heaven. She would love that. Her favorite guardian watching over her. Mike, do you have a pet? If you meant Matt, I do not. I've wanted a cat because they're low maintenance. I've also wanted a dog, but they're high maintenance. I don't know if I'd feel bad abandoning my dog for so much time. How do I play the game? I give access to the patrons. Yeah, if you join my Patreon, I give access keys on Steam. Lick your sticks. Yeah, Zach's dog was licking my leg, and then Zach and his I guess now wife, they're like, Bella, no lick a stick. I thought that was really funny. That's their command, just to stop licking legs. 10 out of 10. No lick stick licking. You have 4 cats? That's awesome. I always wanted cats. I never had a cat as a kid. My sister has a cat. 2 cats. Yeah, the Patreon's pretty fun. You can get access to the patron chat and Discord where we all chit chat. A lot of conversation going on there. Okay, hang on. Let me lock in for a minute here. What am I gonna do about this? I hate this foreground. It needs to be a different color. Maybe a little lighter. Yeah, that's what I needed. Do you have a bestiary? I liked the notebook. Oh, notebook for monster and animals. Yeah, I need one. I'd consider that a little lower priority. For a cat, all you have to do is feed it and clean its poop. That's pretty nice. Literally dying at you telling that story. Put the Owl Goblin theme music on. Can I do that easily? I think I can. I have to manually switch the songs. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be on it for a few songs or tracks, and then I'm just gonna forget, and we're just gonna be listening to the desert theme for 20 minutes. Speaking of which, here's the desert theme. I'm gonna listen to the Spotify sound levels and try to match it. Oh, what? Oh, there we go. Why can't I hear it? My speakers are... Okay, I guess that's fine. Okay, so kind of quiet. We're gonna play... Ah! That was loud. There you go. Would you recommend making indie games to someone who's interested in that? I'd say if you're willing to, like... I think it's not going to be a commercial success unless you really just invest... If you're working on it alone, at least. It's not going to be a commercial success unless you just make it your whole life. At least for games similar to this. So if you're willing to really just invest a ton of time and effort into it and risk just colossal risk of failure, I'd say yes. But I realize, yeah. I'm gonna go, alright Among Us, thanks for dropping by. Hello Modded Chat, how's it going? Yeah, no coding experience. How's the stream been today? Not too bad, Mr. Nice Guy. It's been going pretty good. We drew the twins. Need a rock in the water. Yeah, I'm down to add a rock. Is taking a game design class in college worth it? Ooh, if you're already doing something kind of computer science related, I think it could pay off. Also, somebody mentioned that the foreground should be darker. I guess it really depends. I don't know if that's necessarily like a hard... Yeah, I think you're right. I was gonna fight you on that, but I think you're right. You got me. Add the fishing lily pads. Let's go. Zach with the suggestions. I like it. Yeah, we'll add a rock. And we'll add some lily pads. That sounds fun. A big boost to taking a course like that is meeting other people with the same interests. That's true. And don't underestimate the power of connections with the professor and stuff. If you really wow your professor, they might say, "Wow, you got spunk, kid. Let me tell you, my nephew works for Square Enix. Let me get you an interview." I swear it'll happen verbatim, for sure. Cause like, yeah, I used to kind of always be like, networking, who cares? But if you really impress your professors, it goes a long way. I had a professor offer, he was like, I don't know, he didn't even like know me that well, but I was scoring well in the test, and he was like, "Hey, you want to come into the PhD program?" And I was like, "No," but you know, they notice most of the time. Fish shadows, yeah. Well, I had a little fish swimming right here that they're looking at, I think. Hello again, Error. How's it going? Yeah, lighting the intended area of interest. Very true. We're definitely going to be doing some funky lighting effects to make this torch be doing the heavy lifting. But that's going to be later. Twig should have been jumping in. Definitely. That would have been cute. I'm saying that as if I've watched your streams before. You know, Arrow, I was like, huh, their name sounds familiar. I'm not sure if they were in a stream already. Or if maybe I just saw a comment or something. I don't know. The names all blend together. So, this is my PSA. If anyone's a frequent chatter out there, and then one day I'm like, welcome in, how are you, you know, I don't know. I'll remember your essence, but I might not remember your name. I'm very much a face guy, I'd say. I've not fished in the game enough to know. Will fish be unique to regions? Yes. And they'll also be nighttime specific. And I'm thinking season specific, but the seasons aren't really very, you know, you're not playing the game and you're like, oh, it's fall right now. You have to like, it's not clear. So I might not do that. At least now. I do want to add seasons eventually, but I think now is maybe not the time. It's all the characters at the bottom. It's an application called Stream Avatars. It lets you all the viewers should show up as an avatar if it's not bugging out. It's been really buggy on YouTube lately. I don't know why. But it's just a little fun, goofy thing for the stream. Doesn't really do a whole lot. Yeah, rock. We're gonna do a bunch of reflections. This water will be full of reflections of like the sky and everything, so yeah. Bear with me on the water. We'll make it nice in a second. Any plans for secret bosses, humans or otherwise? I'd like to have some non-essential bosses. I think there's already gonna be one. There's gonna be a wasp nest in the desert that you could go deal with, but you don't have to. Moon reflection does go hard. The problem is in the I might be overdoing the moon thing. Cause in slide 2, we got the moon front and center, and then in slide 3, or slide 4, we got the moon again. So I don't know. I feel like I'm overdoing it with the moon. But Golem boss, Mushroom King secret boss, that'd be fun. Currently in your Elden Ring era. Souls like Dragon boss. I do love a I just love the Elden Ring vibes so much. I think my next game might be, right now I'm kind of making, you know, it's kind of cutesy. I'd like to make a dark, I don't know, like a darker game in terms of visual style. Moon silhouette? Ooh, maybe. Yeah, but hidden behind clouds. But then we're changing the weather for each. Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah. What if we break every statue in the map? Then a golem boss. That'd be cool. That'd be a lot of work for the poor player. You're here. Welcome in, Ziva Mart. If I said that right. darker game where Watt kills the kids and the raccoons are skinned. No. Goblin version of Millennium Blade. Yeah. Your world is already pretty D&D inspired. Do you think you should have some non-essential bosses like a Beholder or Tarrasque? That'd be fun. Yeah, I wanted to add like an ancient temple on the island. I don't know. I was kind of playing off pyramids in the desert being made by aliens. It could have been like an alien race of like mind flayer type beings. But then again, yeah, I don't know. It's on the list right now. I'm not sure if I'll reflavor it. Derivative Terraria-esque game, but it's roguelike with similar Soulsborne mechanics? That'd go pretty hard. I could get behind that. A Darkest game where the raccoons skin you. Imagine playing a game where you're running from a raccoon that's trying to skin you. That's crazy. That's honestly nuts. Water Rock. Have Watt Designs as a super secret endgame boss. Yeah, I come out. What do I do? I sit there and I complain about having to work at my job. That'd be pretty brutal. Will the game have multiple endings? I want to leave the game a little bit open for future content, like how Terraria just decided to add a hard mode where the overworld changes, all the enemies get harder, and you know, I'd like to leave the ending. The current plan is, I guess without spoiling too much, the humans are trying to achieve something, and right as you beat the final boss, they kind of achieve it. And you kill the guy, but you know, he kind of got done what he wanted to, and now things have like really gone bad. That's the plan. So that leaves an opportunity for phase 2 to pick up on that and, you know, add more content there. Because this is the kind of game that can kind of go on for forever, to an extent. Kind of like Terraria, kind of like Stardew, you know? There's no need to really end it harshly. And I hate the Zelda thing where they're like, or the Hollow Knight thing where you beat the boss, and it's like, you beat the boss, and it goes back to how things were before. At least as a kid, especially, where I was like, what? No! What? The secret boss will summon us stream viewers. We are dangerous. That's true. Y'all are crazy. You are 1 HP. Yeah, just put me out of my misery, Goblin, please. That's funny. What do you mean in Hollow Knights? Don't, after you, like, you know, beat the ending, whichever one, it puts you back right before you fought the boss or something? Doesn't it do that? It does the Zelda thing, right? Where you beat the boss and then it puts you back to the nanosecond before you fought him. Yeah, that's... as a kid, I was like, what? I just beat him. Why is he still here? You know, why aren't the villagers congratulating me? I hated it, but I see why they do it now. There's no really way around it without just making the game unplayable, because they can't... they're not going to go make a ton of dialogue for, wow, you beat the boss. I don't know. It feels a little lazy. Water lilies or just lily pad? I'm going to be honest. I don't know the difference. Oh, the water lilies are when there's a little flower on top, right? Yeah, that could be nice. That'd be tasteful. I could get behind that. Right now, the fishing minigame just has a bunch of nonsensical lily pads floating around. I think we might just do that. I also hated that in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, just like, okay, it would be a lot of work, but you could give all the NPCs dialogue like, wow, you saved us, and just have the boss be gone, and I don't know. Maybe some option somewhere to fight him again if you really want to. It wouldn't make much sense, but you could. And I don't know. All the world-ending events that you had in there, just have them go away. Any like NPCs whose whole thing was, I don't know. Well, I guess all the monsters would be gone then. That wouldn't make much sense. Yeah, like I can see why they do it, but ooh, some little cattail. Yeah, I like that. Let me look up some pictures so I don't do something dumb. Water reeds. Let's see. Oh yeah, we've been listening to. I literally said this would happen. We've been listening to the desert theme for like minutes. Let's go on to the forest theme. Very nice. What if there's a lily pad that's alive that could be used to trap for a tiny wasp? Wow, I like the way you think. You're here. How to join? I think you're here, King Burger. What do you mean, how to join what? Oh, the bottom, the little characters? Yeah, you're there. Look, you're Cloud. You're right, you're right there, if that's what you mean. Put the enemies in cages when you defeat them and then flex on them like a coliseum. That'd be pretty sweet. Ooh, Angus, welcome in. You're making me hungry for meat with a name like that. King Burger? Where? You mean the little characters at the bottom? You were Cloud. King Burger, right here. See? With the sword and the blonde hair. I think. Yeah, let's get some little plants. Cattails or whatever. Yeah, let's do that. Oh boy. Yo, are there any robots? There will be a giant like steampunk-esque mech. The wizard is also kind of an artificer. So the boss in the volcano will be a wizard who I think he'll fight you with his spells first. And then phase 2, he'll summon his giant mech to... I think it'll be a spider mech, but I'm not sure. There's a spider boss, I think, in Necess? I don't want to be flamed for being a Necess copycat, but... I don't know. Again, I haven't played Necess. I know the Necess and Core Keeper allegations are going to come in hot, but I haven't played either of them. You should add a necromancer. There are plans for necromancer on the second floor of the underground, but I'm not sure if that'll make it in the demo. These plants are gonna be a bit of work. Will there also be an ending cutscene? Yes, I think there will be. I actually haven't thought about that, but there should be. Oh. Famingus, bye. You should add Firefly. Ooh, Fireflies would be really cute. That's actually a really good idea. I should add that to the whole... Oh man, why haven't I thought of that? Fireflies. That's super cute. I'm gonna put that on the want to have list. Yeah, I need more like ambient stuff floating around on the screen. Low key. Future wants fireflies. Cool. Yeah, and I'll put that. I'll maybe put some here. Can't wait to play this game with my buds. Let's go. Hopefully it's fun. We'll see. Fingers crossed. A gator. How many classes can you play as? I think it's going to be, and yeah, the classes are all equipment based. I think it's going to be ranged. I think it'll be like Terraria. I think ranged, melee, or magic. Maybe music. I think a music class would be fun where it would, I don't know. Maybe instead of magic, we'll do music. I haven't decided on that yet. Like magic instruments. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like a bard type thing. Did I say music class? I guess I just meant. Sorry, I'm distracted by these plants. Yeah, like a bard class. Would be fun. I know, quirky and different enough. That's what I'm going for. Quirky out the wazoo. I think it'd be fun, maybe. But then I have to make a bunch of music sounds. That might be annoying. Welcome back, Blurby. Oh, goodbye, Ragnid. Thanks for dropping by. I almost wore a green shirt. Then I realized, I'm sorry, a blue shirt. Then I realized my blue screen would fight me. Your composer can make a bunch of music sounds. That's true. I have to pay him. I guess, yeah, that could be fun. I was pondering. So I mentioned earlier I'm adding those smaller cutscenes which use smaller art. Ah, that's not it. Where is it? GOGS 3. I'm adding the smaller cutscenes for like important moments with the NPCs. It's been hard to come up with meaningful like little moments that you can have with the NPCs, you know? Like Stardew has, you know, like Shane in the game is like an alcoholic, and you see all his like problems with alcoholism and whatever. I don't know. It's hard to come up with stories for goblins like that because the goblins aren't as relatable as humans. But I'm working on it. I'm cooking on it. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Like a story about, like, I could have some of the goblins have problems like that, but it might not hit the same way, you know. If your goblin is like, I have a grog addiction. I don't know. We'll see. That's sick. Thank you. I'm really proud of this one. We'll see if I can manage to keep those cutscenes with any degree of quality, because if I'm making a ton of them, it might turn into a quite a bit of work. But it'll be Easter eggs. Hopefully, I like Easter eggs. Maybe not relatable, but I think they're endearing. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Fingers crossed, gang. Should I outline these? They really shouldn't. Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't care. There are no rules here. The pixel art police. I'll fight them off. You can have an opposite Shane, somebody who you have to make an alcoholic, because they're goblins. Yeah, you know, that's true. We could subvert expectations and perhaps morality. Nope. Pixel art police, back off. You tell them no. You get them. I think compelling arcs for them will be easier as you develop. That's true. That's true. Yeah. I'll just have to sit down and think for a little while, which is my least favorite thing, as I mentioned earlier. There's nothing I hate more than using my brain. But yeah, the characters, they're not super developed right now. I have notes on like, ooh, this could be their little arc, but nothing, you know, still working on it. Will it be holidays? Yes. That's actually also on my list. So right now, my current grind right now is improving the NPCs, because they're a little flat. You know, they're kind of like Terraria NPCs right now. They're just kind of little shops, and they have their dialogue that's quirky, but you know, they're basically at the Terraria level at this moment. So, my improvement plans involve individual cutscenes at friendship as they reach different friendship levels. I want them to be able to, and this is a little bit of scope creep happening, but I want them to be able to, well, I think the game kind of needs a mail system of some sort. Like, they send you ravens or stuff or something that they give you your mail, because having every NPC just have the little exclamation mark over their head every single time they want to say anything, it's kind of annoying as I'm playing it. It'd be nice if we could just send you a letter saying something like, "Hey, that was a good walk we went on yesterday. I found this and whatever." And then events. And holidays and stuff. Those are the 3 big things I'm going to be working on these next couple weeks. And it should only take a few weeks to implement those systems. I don't think it'll be a huge deal. How long have you been doing pixel art? Ooh, I think since like 2016. Seriously though, how long have I seriously been doing it? I'd say like 2020? Maybe? It's hard to say. If you go to my Instagram, you can see all my posts. Bats in the mail. Ooh. And they only come at night. Ooh. I kind of like bats. There are enemy bats at the moment, but maybe... Yeah, bats. What are my enemy? I think they're like stupid little one-eyed. Yeah. Ooh, that's... I really like bats. Maybe I should get rid of these guys. Or maybe they could be tameable. Bats. That would be really cute. And yeah, I like the idea of non-human creatures. Because crows, we've already got these 2, and I've justified these guys by saying they stowed away on the human ship. That's why they're in this Goblin fantasy land, but... even that, they shouldn't be here. They're just, yeah, I don't know. But bats, the wholesome ones could have little cute eyes. I'll have to think about that. I like that. Great, you're streaming today. Hello, Timsy, how's it going? Welcome back. How you doing? Maybe a gossip mode. That'd be fun. The bats are horizontally challenged. You can also do owls. Yeah, that would be fun. It does. I agree. It does seem a little less goblin-y somehow. Yeah, it gives me Harry Potter vibes. Maybe toads. You strap a message to your toad and it'll hop over. How many hours of a day to make the game? I've been working on this game for a year and a half. And I've probably put in 30, I'd say an average of 30 hours a week. Which is, math, 4 hours a day-ish. Maybe 5-ish. I'd say 4 to 5 hours a day is a pretty good estimate of how long I've been working on this thing. And I'm maybe halfway done, maybe pessimistically a third of the way done to where I want to be. But it's hard to say. Toad is hilarious. A snail mail adjacent name for toad mail would kill. That would be really funny. Yeah, I'd like something goofy like that. I'll have to think about it. That's a problem for like 2 weeks from now, I think. Snails would be fun. I gotta admit, snails are my favorite. I think my favorite creature. In real life. I love snails. I think they're really cute. Snail boss fight? That would go pretty hard, wouldn't it? That's not quite right. They should be... There's like this awkward middle color that we need. Slightly darker. Slightly darker. Hue shift. Good enough. Whatever. The water seems too bright. Yeah, we're gonna make the water all reflective and fancy, I think, but I'm holding off on that until all the art is done, because I don't want to paste everything down and reflect it, only to snail boss fight in the salt mine. Stream boss fight? Sure, we can do a boss fight. I think that was the command for it. Maybe not. Nope. Maybe it's exclamation mark boss. Nope. Is it slash? Oh, there we go. Smash bush in the yacht. Yikes. I'm thinking about adding some bushes here, maybe. So realistically, we're only gonna be able to see this much as the foreground pans. That's not too bad. Oh, the bush booty? I forgot about that. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Why can't I join? I don't know, man. Stream avatar is kind of janky sometimes. Oh, it's too late. I see. Too late. Womp womp. We got any chess fans in the chat? Hey, so how does your tile system work? That's a good question. It's a long answer. I know. Sorry, Gyop bushes. Yeah, that's a really long answer to that question. Let's see. How do... So... The entire map... I'll give a quick... I'll do a brief... This might not be satisfactory. So... The whole map gets generated... and then gets saved in little chunks of like 50 by 50, I think it is, or something. 50 by 50, and the saving uses run length encoding. So if there are on the BG2 level, which is where the grass is, if there were 10, I don't know how many grasses, this is like 40 grasses in a row right here, it would save grass 40. That's what it would save. It would save, the grass number I think is like 6 or something. It would save 6, 40. Then you would know that there are 40 grass tiles. This is what Terraria does. This is how they save their data too. Run length encoding, where you go from left to right. You say grass, 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 nothing, 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 grass, 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 grass. So that's how we save the data. Then once it comes time to play the game, the player spawns in somewhere, probably right here in the middle of their town, and then it would say, okay, well, player, what are the 55 by 35? Actually, it's a little bigger than that. These are all the tiles that need to spawn in this rectangle. So it asks the map manager, "Hey map, what are these? What's at all these spots?" And the map manager says, "Ooh, let me load them real quick." So it'll go in the data. It'll grab the 4 chunks here. Maybe it's in one chunk, and then it'll decompress it. It'll undo the run length encoding, and it'll say, "All right, here's all the tiles." So then it can place all these tiles on top of each other, one at a time. So first it places a dirt tile at every location, because there's a dirt tile at every location. Then over them it places a grass tile, wherever there's a grass tile, and so on and so on. So I end up with a ton of game objects, all individually spawned, all overlapping each other. As you move around, if you move one tile to the left, it's going to say, "Hey, I detected you moved one tile to the left. I'll spawn in this little sliver over here, and I'll despawn all the ones over here." Now when it despawns them, it puts them in a buffer so they can be reused without destroying them, because destroying them and creating them takes a ton of computing power. But if you put them in a list somewhere and just remember that they're there, you can reuse them and slide them over to the other side later. That's kind of the gist of it. Every tile inherits from a game object class. A grid object class. Every grid object has Here's the base grid object class. It's huge, but it's got all these functions and all these variables that every single grid object has. It's got a map art color. This dictates what gets printed onto the map, like you see here. It's got a tile number. It's got a biome, you know, a position. I don't know, tons and tons and tons of variables. Whether it covers multiple tiles, whether it's hoeable, whether it's pickaxeable, whether it's axeable, how much health it has, and all these functions. You can refresh it. You can, I don't know. So then there are things can inherit from this. So like a crop, for example, it does everything that a grid object can do, but some things it does a little differently, so it overrides those. Some things it adds to it. It can do all these. You can interact with it. You can't interact with any other grid object. Well, you know. Yeah, you get the idea. But yeah, that was my quick and dirty explanation of how it all works. But now back to the pixels. Was that map holding real game data? When the maps first get generated, it always spits out one of these just so I can look at it. It generates one of these at generation, and then it never looks at it again. This is just for debugging. The maps that actually get used for the maps, they get generated as you walk around. They aren't generated at the start. So like, here's one. You can see all this is blank. It defaults to black. And then as you walk around, it'll unlock more. So no, that one that I was showing didn't hold any game data. This is actually a save file for a game though. So this actually does, you know, contain data, so to speak. But not in a way where it would look at it and say what tile is here. This is just for the minimap. Yeah. Yep. Fun. Also, we've been listening to this theme for a little while. Let me, let's switcheroo. I'll pause it. I'll set it back to its regular audio level, and then we'll listen to the jungle theme. We're going to turn it down first. Oh. Bye, Paradox. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you have a good one. I know, Watt's TED Talk over here. This one. Well, I really thought we'd finish today, but I was very wrong. Maybe if we go another few hours. Yeah, I don't know, Terraria, as good as the Terraria jungle is a high bar, but I think it's pretty good. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that. Matthew David Smith. How'd you know my middle name? Okay, I thought your procedure was reading like the RGB to populate your game map. No, I tried to do that at first, but it takes too long. Yeah, I tried that. I wanted the save files to be PNG based, but it just took too long to read all the pixels. Is the dark forest near the snow biome? It's not in the game yet, so no. Let's see here. What am I gonna do now? I want to add the lighting, I think. Yeah, let's add the lighting. Then we're gonna animate everything, and then we'll do the water, because the water should be based on. I want to copy the world above it, flattened, and have it reflect. Put some snow on the mountains. Ooh, interesting. Maybe. They look like mud piles. We'll put some, yeah, they do kind of look like mud piles. Well, I don't know. They're kind of mountainy. Their texture's kind of bad. Mud piles. They do. Yeah, they should be a little more, I guess they're not that distant. But we could desaturate them a little bit. Maybe even hue shift them a tiny bit to make them look kind of... I know, a little distant mud pile, you know, no big deal. Yeah, I'm not super happy with that color, but we'll work on it later. Let's get the, I want this torch to... Let's just start animating. Let's do the characters first. We'll just have her her arm kind of sag up and down to start. Boop. Ah. There we go. Go. Oh no, what happened? How did I change frames? That's crazy. Can I have this as my background for game dev? Let's go. I think a lawn windup would be cool to build tension. Yeah. Since this is gonna loop, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna have them like kinda yeah, I think they're gonna be like poised to strike as the fish swims around in circles. But we'll see. Ooh, Goblin desktop background. My goal with these was to make them pretty enough that they could be a wallpaper. That was my self-imposed goal as I started on them, but I'm not sure if I hit that with all of them so far. And I don't want these animations to be too extreme because we'll be here for hours. I'm just going to do some simple little goofy looking animations. I go to bed. Night, Matt. Night, Jules. Thanks for dropping by. Trying to fix an NRE. I wasted all that time. I had nothing wrong. Oh man, freaking programming. Would you recommend game jams? I've never done a game jam, but it does seem like it would be a great experience to learn a lot really quick. Nothing like a terrifying deadline to get you to learn things. I think I would recommend it, even though I've never done one. And the only reason I haven't done one is because I don't have any friends. If I had friends who were like, yo, Matt, let's do a game jam, I'd be down. I really need to think about this stupid arm. What am I gonna do here? Wow, that's sad. Yeah. I guess, I mean, I don't have any friends that play games. Or play games, make games. I've got one, but he's really busy. And I'm not sure if he really wants to be a game developer. He mostly does... He's more into like the simulation side of things. You know? Hard to make dev friends because some of them are busy with their games. I know, like, even if I had... Yeah, that's part of my problem. I can barely keep up the friendships that I have right now, you know? I'm not actively really looking for friends right now. Cause I'm just gonna neglect them. Can make these point shot backgrounds. You have to tune out and get some sleep. Alright, Alzarin, thanks for dropping by. I appreciate the kind words. You have a good night too. Oh, Who's bombing Zach Fox? I'll be your friend. Oh, okay, you know, I could be persuaded. We are your friends. Yes, this stream is my friends. Timsy, how did you know my full name? Who are you? Do I know you? Was it you? It was you, right? Somebody said my full name. Although, I'm not gonna lie, if you already know it's Matt Smith, I feel like David as a middle name wasn't a crazy guess. I got the most generic name in the whole world. Alright, bye LB. Thanks for dropping by, Lyndon B. Johnson. It was leaking in a vid. Oh no. Was it? Oh, was it the Steam stats? Dang it. That's funny. That's funny. Womp womp. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna like post my social security number in a YouTube video. I rolled a nat 1 on name choice. Every significant other I've had has always said, how about we take my last name? Nobody's been like, ooh, Smith, that's cool. I mean, we got Zach Fox over here. Fox? What a cool name. That's freaking sweet. Did you add baby spiders in the cutscene? No, I didn't add those to that slide yet. I forgot. I should though. What the heck is going on here? Oh. Cooperate. Conform. What is happening? Who did this? Who took my pixel art and made it weird? Which one of you was it? At least Smith is better than Walker. Ooh, yeah, maybe. Smith is, I feel like Smith is like objectively pretty cool, but it's just so overused, you know? Just too popular. The head moves out of the outline. Do you draw with a mouse or tablet? I use a mouse. Haven't played D&D before because I have no friends to play with. I watch a lot of people doing D&D. Nice. Do you have a favorite podcast or show? Critical Role, maybe? I never really got into Critical Role. This is still going. It's going all night. Yeah, it's still going. We're taking forever. I wanted to finish this, but we might just wait a while. We got a little hair floopy action. You know, it's pretty cool. Little floopin'. Sorry, chat, I'm neglecting you. Give me a second. Oh yeah, that ain't it, Chief. Haven't played D&D before because I have no friends to play with. Aw, I watch a lot of people doing D&D. I think I already read that. Was that the same message? Yeah, it was. I missed the don't have friends to play with. That is sad. The animation really takes my whole brain. Blah, blah, blah. Words, words. The animation is peak comedy. Womp womp. I thought it was peak for a minute. What? I like how King King Kid really sparks my attention with those what exclamations. Makes me think there's like a fire going on over there. Add a fish basket. Like a basket to put the fish in? That's a really good idea. She's really moving. I feel like this arm should probably be moving too, but yeah, I should add a fish basket, shouldn't I? More things. More gosh dang things. Well, I know, the hair's kinda... It's really moving. Yeah, if I make it look too windy, then we're gonna have a problem, because we're gonna have to make everything windy, and there's no way I'm animating all these trees. But we'll put a fish basket in here, sure. Never drawn a fish basket. I don't think I've ever drawn a fish basket in my life. Just make the fish stuck on the spear. Oh, like a kebab with like 10 of them? Yeah, it might be too windy. We might have to dial the hair down a little bit. Bro, that's really good. Thank you. Basket time. Making baskets. Speaking of baskets, isn't there like a basketball thing going on right now? I don't watch basketball. Got any basketball fans that can explain? Isn't it like the Olympics or something? So, or not the Olympics. Is it the Olympics? There's some sort of international... When's the Olympics? Some sort of international basketball thing where all the USA goats are like playing together. That's pretty cool. It's like a crossover episode. You're back. Welcome back, Trey. How's it going? I realize this might not be the audience to ask about basketball. Who watches Adventure of Times? I watch Adventure Time. I love Adventure Time. Adventure Time has been one of my biggest inspirations art-wise. Just in terms of like, you know, sometimes you watch a show and you're just like, I just want to draw, I don't know. It just makes you want to make something. I can't explain it. Same with Avatar, but Adventure Time to a greater extent for some reason. I just love Adventure Time. I guess we gotta do like a woven pattern on this thing. How fast can we get a woven pattern done, chat? Speedrun woven pattern? That doesn't look very good, but whatever. Gotta do what you gotta do. Priorities, chat. Have we had enough of the jungle theme yet? I guess it's kind of good that it wasn't annoying me too much. I guess that's a good sign, right? Let's get some volcano. I like the volcano. What? Yes, King Kid. Make a squirrel peek from the bushes. That would be really cute, wouldn't it? I think we might pocket that one for one of the future slides because this one's taken way too long. Great way to see if your music is good. Yeah, isn't that like the Mario guy did that? Regular show is better than Adventure Time. Them's fighting words. I'll fight you on that. I do like what I've seen of regular show though. I haven't seen enough to have a strong opinion, so I'll let it slide, just this once. One of the backpack varmints would be really cute. Alright guys, which fish are we gonna put in? I need to put the fish that I think I'm least likely to remove. We could put a boot. That'd be kind of funny. Or we could put one of these guys. Stinky green fish. Gravity Falls is great too. Hey, I think I could maybe even use the UI art. We can just put a single outline around it. Put some X's on its eyes. There, that's a pixel art X, by the way. That's a 2x2 pixel art X, if anyone's wondering how to get that done. Do fish have tongues? Yes, they do. Sweet. This stinky fish does. That's the spirit. Hang on. Let me cook for a minute. You know about that pufferfish meme that eat a piece of carrot? I have no idea what you're talking about, actually. The only reason I remember they have tongues is because of a type of parasite. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Is it that parasite that like takes over their tongue and like eats away at their tongue and becomes their new tongue? That's nightmare fuel right there. Yeah, the zombie thing. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh wait, we shouldn't put the boot yet because the boot is human pollution and the humans haven't arrived yet. Guys, that was a close one. We almost had an egregious continuity error in our intro cutscene. That's actually pretty unforgivable. That was really close. We can't have slip-ups like that, everybody. That was sloppy. Who even suggested that? No, the boot was put there by the stinky fish. I see. Slide's really going on forever. I guess we can animate the torch. Do a fish? Yes, we will add a fish. The fish was wearing the boot. I see. Well, hey, you know. What? Put a fish outline where Twig is pointing. That I will. What if there's a goblin imposter? I do want to add a little a human disguised as a goblin in the town. I think that'd be really fun. Alright guys, I've done so many fire animations over the past few weeks. Well, just in general. My voice just cracked. Just in general. Been on a fire animation grind fest. Alright, there's one. I like to imagine the fire gets squeezed out the top as it gets smaller. And then, oh, that was not what I wanted. And then it starts to get bigger again at the base. It gets bigger and bigger right here, down at the bottom. As this one withers away even further. A little higher. Maybe not that high. Maybe a little, 2 more pixels. And now it starts to belch upwards a little bit. We kind of get something like this. Like that. It's not quite there yet. We need to make it loop. It's not looping right now. Get rid of that. Now we fix frame 1. That's kind of there. We just gotta make it belch out the top a little better. Bleh. Bleh. Let's see what needs working. The fire breathes. I'd love to see if Goblin turn evil and join the humans. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Gives me dopamine and serotonin for free. I'm happy to supply it. Bro's cooking. Literally, cooking with fire. The fish looks like a head. Dang it. What does his butt look like? Oh, it's a little tiny fin. Oh, man. Yeah, we can, yeah, you're right. It does look like a head. There, that's better. How's our fire looking? It's a little goofy. It's a little slow. It should be a lot faster for a torch, but hey, this is a game. I think it looks decent enough. I don't know what to do with my life. Do you have any recommendations? I don't know. How old are you? Cannibal Goblins. You have a question. How do you do water animations? I hate water animations. I guess it depends. Do you mean like a surface? I used to watch a similar stream to this when I was 10 years old. The person who streams it doesn't make them anymore. That is really sad. Maybe one day people will say that about my streams. Surface waters, yep. Oh. Let me answer that once I copy paste all these torch stems. I should have done this in the beginning. Yeah, that's a tough one. I usually do a thin webbing. A thin webbing of like soccer ball pattern. So hexagon, pentagon, hexagon, pentagon. And then I make the edges fatter like this for water surface texture. Just so it looks a little more clumpy at the intersection, kind of like that. You can see how this might look like a water texture over a long pattern. And then I just have this rolling wave that goes this way, like this, of moving it upwards. So I move it up one frame, and then the next frame I might move this part up, and then the next frame I might move this part up, and then it kind of looks like it's like you know, doing like a little roll, you know. That's what I do, but I'm no expert. Had a drunk goblin. Let's go. Cattail sway win? Yeah, I gotta do that, don't I? That's the problem with adding all these plans. I gotta animate all of them. Stormy or fog? Yes. There are. It can rain currently. I want to add thunder and I want to add fog. Ooh, a fat fish to make stink bombs. I asked how old one of you was, but I don't know if I ever saw an answer. 15. Sorry about that, Cerise. 15. Well, Oh no, I'm not gonna animate the baby grass. I'd rather die. Yeah, 15. I would say. Well, I don't know. What do you like to do? Jaw Chomp King is pressing you. What? Oh, you're trying to duel Sweet Tea. Jaw, leave her alone. I don't know why I said her. Leave Sweet Tea alone. Yeah, set some boundaries, Sweet Tea. If anything, when I hear Sweet Tea, I think of Sweet Pea from Adventure Time. You know, the little baby. It's him, okay. Given my YouTube stats, I could have guessed that. I think it's like 98% male audience or something crazy. Alright, I want to add some lighting now, because right now this is not very well lit. It's kind of lit from the moon coming from this direction, sort of. Time to go change my name. No, I like Sweet Pea. What? Cancelled? What? I know. Actually, I'm kind of curious what the actual number is. Let's go to my YouTube studio and see what my demographics are. Analytics. Audience. Age and gender. 6.8% female, 92.6% male, 7% unspecified, 0.7% unspecified. The majority of you, 40% of you are 18 to 24. Only 6% are teenagers, 13 to 17. 35% are 25 to 34, so my age bracket. And then a smaller portion of 35 to 44. So I'm guessing most of you are 18 to 34, statistically. So if any of you guys know any ladies, maybe send them a link to the channel. Tell them they might have a good time here. If anyone knows any. You're 12. You're breaking my statistics here. 3%. I really thought it would be more. I know. Yeah, that's fair. That's how to get... What's a woman? Yeah, no, seriously. Send them a link. Be like, hey, check this out. I want to stream the gameplay with 2 of my gal friends. Let's go. Let's go. Cat girls. Heck yeah. I appreciate it. So this is gonna be torch stems. This one's gonna be torch light. Oh, Cerise responded above. Thank you. I'm gonna go look for it. I might be saying your name wrong. Wow, where is it? It's really back there. Wow. Where is it? Oh my goodness. Maybe it's not that far back. Maybe I missed it. I'm looking. Wow, my I'm still scrolling. See the sweet teas. Oh, I like animation, mysteries, pixel art, creating things, and pizza. I see. Animation, mysteries, pixel art, creating things, and pizza. Well. Would you consider yourself... Yeah, I'd say... I almost got an art degree. I was like this close to like doing an art degree instead of an engineering degree. I would say find the highest paying job you can stomach. Get the degree for it, do it, and save your spare time. Save the things that you really love doing for your spare time, maybe. That's what I did. I guess that's not advice for everybody. If there's something you just... I don't know, unless animation is something where you'd rather die than not do it, or if art is something you'd rather die than not... unless that's the case, I'd say it'd be wise to maybe find something that pays well that you could stomach, just to kind of pay the bills. But that's what my advice to my younger self would be. I don't know if that's the common consensus. I did the art degree and I second that. What? Your hobby will always be available, but job security not so much. I see. Yeah, that would be my advice. What? What? Oh, King Kid, what's up? Why the sad face? Add something in the foreground. I'd be down. Once we get the lighting done, I want to add lighting. I'm gonna add a layer here. MG lighting. What is this layer? Oh, that's the fish. Fish bucket. Now, why is that all caps? No caps. MG lighting. This is actually going to be MG shadowing. Yeah, let's be careful here, gang. What type of engineer are you? I am an electrical engineer, specifically a RF electrical engineer. So I do radio frequency circuitry, which is not very easy. You would die for that fish. A real fun electrical engineer? Yeah, not quite. Not very fun. They call it the black magic of EE. Are you still doing the cancer stuff? I am still doing the... Yeah, I still work at the cancer treatment company. I'm going to be moving back to San Diego, though, September 1st. That's when I'm moving. That's the plan anyway. We still have to find an apartment, but we should be able to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a new job. I might have to go back to my old defense company, which I don't know. I don't really want to, but he said live on the internet. Yeah, it's not too bad. It really is a great company. The mission is a little I guess it's not too bad, but and they do some like missile defense stuff, so it's not all like missiles and jets. And like it's cool stuff. But I don't know. The cancer treatment stuff is maybe a little more wholesome. It's Toast Films. How's it going, Toast? Welcome. How you doing? Cancer treatment question mark? Yeah, I work at a company that has proton therapy. So it's you basically blast, you speed up protons in a particle accelerator, and then you can shoot them at a tumor, and then there's this phenomenon with protons where they'll kind of not quite detonate, but you blast them through free space at a high enough speed, and they'll kind of have this energy burst that'll blow away a part of the they'll blow away the tumor. It's like radiation therapy, but more precise. It's if like regular radiation therapy is like a shotgun, proton therapy is like a little scalpel that can kind of come in and slice away at a tumor. Have you played Dead Cells? I started it. I didn't get very far. I just didn't fall super in love with it in the beginning, but it does seem like a really good game. There's a Wii? Does Watt have a... Wait, when did I say Wii? Oh, we're moving back? Did I say we're moving back? No, I don't have a Pookie Bear. I moved out here, actually. I moved north to be closer to my girlfriend. We'd been together for 4 years, but we ended up breaking things off pretty amicably, just different like life goals and stuff. So no, I'm Pookie Bearless for the first time in many years. Pookie Bear, you say? Torch stems, torchlight. Maidenless, yes. Nah, it's okay. That was I think it was like a month ago now. No maidens? Yeah. Chat will be your Pookie Bear. Yeah, I got chat. That's when I started streaming. I was like, well, I got all this free time now. I guess I'll just stream every day. I dialed it back since then, but that's kind of when I started streaming, which is kind of funny. Let's see, a little NPC. True. Yeah. If there's one good thing that came out of that, well, yeah, it it is a little nice to have some more time now. You're confused on what I'm doing. I guess I should have explained. You'll see. Actually, no, I'm not going to explain. You'll see. Just gotta trust the process. There we go. Please say that fish is going to be in the main game. It is. It is a, what do I call that fish? Does anybody remember? Any patrons? Chubfish? I can't remember what I call it. When Out Goblin releases, would you be down to do a Goblin plush? Yeah, that'd be super fun. I'd love to. I would love to. That'd be great. So now we're going to change this layer with this weird purple to be a screen layer. Nope. We're going to change it to be a... This is where the magic happens. This type of layer nonsense is the type of thing that I didn't start messing with until I was too deep in my art journey. Imagine bootleg Out Goblin merch. Oh boy, you'd like to see what's under the tunic? Under whose tunic? Yeah, plushies would be really fun. I'd like to do the varmints. I feel like those would be popular. But they're a little too, maybe they're too basic. It's just a raccoon and a possum. Yeah, which is more marketable? That's a good question. Who knows? Alright, so there's our... Oh. I need these rocks to transfer over. We'll merge all those. Every boss into a plushie. That'd be kind of funny. Just a bunch of human plushies. I love your hat. Thank you so much, King Kid. You are so sweet. I like it too. It's fun. I wish I knew how to like crochet. Do you have to be a patron to playtest? Oh, sorry, I missed your message, Timsy. Right now, yes, but eventually, no. Rude but sweet. Well, got that drip? I know. I should wear this to work, shouldn't I? What do you guys think? Work fit? Yes, yes. Hey, boss. How's it going? With my polo shirt and my my belt. Do it. He probably wouldn't. He'd be like, "Oh, what's with the hat?" I'd be like, "Oh, I'm a goblin." He'd be like, "Oh, good thing you're leaving in a month." So now we can make the shadows flicker. This is where the magic gets even more magical, everyone. Are you an Apple or an Android user? I had an Android. I had a OnePlus 5T for a while. Well, okay, I started with Apple. I started with an iPhone. Well, no, I started with a Razor Blade. You know the Razor phones? Back in the day. Back in yonder years. And then I got an iPhone. And then I switched to Android. That iPhone that I had, it died on me. Like the battery gave out, and it was like a manufacturer thing. So I was like, "Screw Apple. They're not built to last." So then I went back. Then I went to Android for a little while, and I loved the Android phone that I had. It just got to the point where it was a little slow. Then And then I went back to Apple because they made the new like the new chips. What are they? The M1 chips? I can't remember the name of them. So it was a little hard to beat the performance for the price. So I like both. I think I really liked that OnePlus phone that I had. It was a weird brand, but it was a really good phone. But I don't know. I'm a little torn. When it comes to tablets, I am a huge Apple person. I love the iPad. I love the Apple Pencil. The Apple Pencil is like unmatched in my eyes. But then again, I haven't experimented enough. Oh. I'ma head out. Alright, Error, thanks for dropping by. Is that a goblin head? I didn't know they were cannibals. No, it's one of the fish, but it does look like a goblin head, doesn't it? I'm going to change the color. I'm going to make it a little more yellow, which isn't really fitting with the game, but I need it to be clearer. How do humans have phone in a fantasy era? That's a good question. Apple Pencils really go. They're pretty sweet. Instead of going to bed, I want to experience the full Watts stream. There you go. No sleep. No sleep until I'm done. That's the rules. What do you guys think of my firelight flicker? Alright. The back of the lady is funky, you say? Like her back arm? Had eyes in the darkness. That would be pretty spooky, wouldn't it? The shadow? Oh, you're right. You're right. Thank you. We'll just do this. There, that's a little better. Oh yeah, I didn't make the trees flicker. Dang it. You're right. Why are you guys always right all the time? Leave some rightness for the rest of us. You know, the yellow looks a little weird. Oh yeah, the purple tongue especially. I can get behind that. Yeah, we can just leave it as it was and then maybe desaturate it a little bit. Maybe even a little bluish. Yeah, we'll just ease up on the saturation. Cause I mean, in the game the fish is green. There's its sprite. Falling stars. It's a tough job being right, but someone's got to do it. That's true. Someone around here has to do it. I'm going to play COD titles. You have fun. Sounds good. That's a wonky looking fish. Yeah, it's a chubby guy. Very fat. We got lots of weird fish. Oh boy, now it's time for the water. I don't want to do that. I think we might, Can you show us the enemy art? Yeah, here's a few enemies. We got tall sword guy, we got miner, we got archer, zombie, skeleton, bat, Snow beings. Volcano beings. Bard boss. Bard boss phase 1. Oh yeah, there's a priest. Cultist. Knight cultist. Beetle. Roadrunner. Bee. Desert man. Desert bug. You can see all my different attempts at the wasp design. Don't look at that one. That one's not done yet. Huntress. Huntress, phase 2. Barbarian and cleric. There you go. Are there horseshoes? No, they're not. Not yet. But you know what, gang? I really want to finish this cutscene, but it might be a little while, and I want to sleep on some of this because it's still not quite perfect. So I think I'm going to call it here and go get some food because I need to get some food. I'm a hungry boy. Hungry lad. Oh. Yeah, perfect timing, Melissa. I'm leaving. What's the snack plan? I'm going to hit Stater Brothers. So I'm going to see where the wind guides me. I'm going to close my eyes, reach out my arms, and just grab whatever comes first. You can sleep, sweetie. Rest now, sweet prince. Almost 2. Dang. We love you. I love you too, Timsy. All right. Nighty night, everybody. I'll see you when I see you. Probably Sunday, honestly. Bye.